Hello friends, today we will talk about Kavadi, Adi Kartigai, which was celebrated on the 21st of July, 2 days back, is an auspicious day for Lord Murugan, and a lot of people take Kavadis to Murugan temples. So what is a Kavadi? Kavadi is a structure, mechanical structure, which is made of a rod, and you tie two ropes and then you attach some gifts for Lord. It could be milk or flour or of that sort. So they carry this to the Murugan temples and then they worship Lord Murugan. What is the significance of Kavadi? There is a story in the Puranas about Lord Murugan and a demon called Idumban. So according to that story, Saint Agastya asked an Asura called Idumban to carry two hills, Shivagiri and Shaktigiri, towards the south. And Idumban managed to carry this. On his way, he left it in a place, and then when he tried to lift it, he couldn't lift the mountain. And at the same time, Lord Murugan was there in Palani. This is the same place where Idumban has left the mountain, and Lord Murugan was standing on the mountain so that Idumban could not move the mountain. And there was a battle between Idumban and Lord Murugan, and Lord Murugan defeated Idumban at the end, and Lord Murugan gave Idumban the boon that whoever comes to visit Lord Murugan will also pay a visit to Idumban on the way, and the whole process is signified by people carrying Kavadis to the Murugan temples. So basically, whoever is lifting the Kavadi like Idumban should be blessed by Lord Murugan. This is the story of Kavadi. What does that mean? It is interesting. Nowadays we see people really struggling hard to take big Kavadis with a lot of piercing in their face, mouth, hands. But there is a significance to this story. So let's try to analyze what it really means. Okay, to start with, if you start with the whole story, it will go on too long. So I propose to cover the story of Saint Agastya in a different video. So Saint Agastya had given the task of carrying the mountain to a giant or an Asura. What is the relationship? Why should Agastya have relationship with a demon or an Asura? In this context, Idumban signifies desire. It would be easier to explain this if we properly assign the proper term for Idumban straight away, and then we proceed along. Why do I say Idumban is desire? As explained in my previous video about Lord Murugan, Murugan is a lord of Kundalini. To make it short, Kundalini is the powerful energy which is lying dormant at the base of the spine within every individual. And Murugan is the lord of the Kundalini. And there are 7 chakras associated with the body, starting from the base of the spine up to the top of the head. And in this story, Idumban and Lord Murugan meet in Palani. Palani, according to the video which I had published earlier, is the 3rd chakra. The first one, starting from the base of the spine, is Muladhara. The second one, Swadhisthana. And the third one is Manipura chakra, which is near the navel. So, going back to the story, Idumban was carrying the 2 mountains as a Kavadi on his shoulders. That means he was using a stick and 2 ropes to carry the 2 mountains. In the story, they say the stick which was used to carry the mountains is signified by the backbone or the spinal cord. And the ropes which were used to carry the mountains were divine snakes. They signify Ida and Pingala. These are nadis. What is a nadi? It's a flow of energy, a passage for the flow of energy. Ida in Tamil, Ida pakkam, so that is left. Ida is left. Pingala means later Pinkala, which signifies in this context Pingala, it has been translated as Pingala, is on the right. So basically what they are trying to say is someone is trying to carry, with the help of the backbone, 2 mountains tied with 2 celestial serpents or celestial serpents. So, putting everything in this box, you can say that someone, which is desire, ordered by Agastya, somebody else. So, the desire is carrying the 2 mountains. The 2 mountains signify the lower 2 chakras, which is Swadhisthana and Manipura chakra. He managed to carry the mountain, and then in Parani, which is the navel, Lord Murugan was there after quarreling with his parents. At that time, he couldn't lift the mountain. Idumban could not lift the mountain, and there was a fight between Lord Murugan and Idumban. At the end of the day, Lord Murugan won and Idumban was defeated. The significance of this story is going back to Kundalini. There are 3 places where the Kundalini, after awakened, could stop according to Yoga Kundalini scriptures. They are called as Brahma Granthi, which is at the lower part of the body, Vishnu Granthi, which is at the heart portion, Anahata Chakra, or Rudra Granthi, which is the forehead. These are the three places where Kundalini could stop, requiring grace from God. Now, for further proceeding up to the Sahasrara Chakra. So, what is specified in this story is Idumban is an Asura. So, when I say Asura, or what is referred in the scriptures as Asura, it is not really Asura. These are the bad characters of a human. When they talk about saints, they are the good characters. This is the fundamental principle which we have to follow in interpreting the Puranas. A saint is the good character. It could be charity is a good character. That will be represented as a saint with a name. Yeah? Somebody else will have kindness. Kindness will be represented as another saint in the Puranas. On the other hand, jealousy, anger, these are all negative qualities which are represented as asuras. So, with this understanding, in this context, Idumban refers to desire. With desire as the primary being, the Kundalini awakens and it travels through the Swadhisthana Chakra up to the Manipura Chakra, and then it encounters the Brahma Granthi, which is basically a knot, which is not easily transversed. So you'll have to go across. So this Brahma Granthi is described as the place where Lord Muruga and Idumban meet, which is Palani. And then there was a war between Lord Muruga and Idumban, and Idumban was defeated. That means desire was lost. So, the desire for Nama and Rupa, that means name and form. Desire for name and form means the desire for the material objects of the world is lost. If Kundalini can go up to the Manipura Chakra. This is why in that place Lord Muruga is picturized or portrayed as a renunciant. He renounced everything because the desire for the material world is lost. So, lost, when I say lost in the story, here Idumban is defeated. And then Lord Muruga gave him the boon to stand on the way to the Palani temple. You can still find that on the way to Palani temple. You see Idumban standing there and people worship him. And people still carry Kavadis. This is the story of Kavadi. It is good to carry Kavadis because it is a way of worshipping the god. Carrying flowers or milk, fine. But piercing the body for the god, is it a bit too much? If you refer to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, of Bhagavad Gita talks about different natures of persons. Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. And in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, those who do not have understanding of the scriptures and those who are foolish, who do penances and practice austerities for the sake of egoity and harm their material body, thereby harming me who dwells within them as their supersoul, are called demons. This is what is said in Bhagavad Gita. Worshipping God as you like is good, but think about the type of sacrifice which you would like to